Hey everyone, let's clear up the confusion about the XRP ETF timeline. Despite all the hype around October deadlines, an expert has just confirmed that these dates are largely procedural, and the actual launch is being delayed by the ongoing U.S. government shutdown. So what's the real situation? According to expert Greg Xethalis, while the 19B4 filings for XRP ETFs technically became effective under the new generic listing standards, GLS, this does not mean the products are launching. He explained that ETF issuers still need to complete their registration under both the Securities Act of 1933 via S-1 filings and the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 via Form 8A. Therefore, there are multiple regulatory steps that still require active review by the SEC staff, which currently isn't happening due to the shutdown. The bottom line, as Xethalis put it, is simple. Basically, we're waiting for the government to reopen. He urged investors to ignore the specific October dates, emphasizing they are procedural milestones, not launch deadlines. Therefore, the single biggest factor determining when we might see an XRP ETF is the end of the political stalemate in Washington. But it's not all negative news. Once the government reopens, the path is relatively clear. The SEC has a crowded calendar of XRP ETF proposals to review from major firms like Bitwise, Canary Capital, CoinShares, and WisdomTree. Furthermore, the SEC has already rescinded its delay notices for several spot crypto ETFs, including those for XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Therefore, the administrative groundwork has been laid, and the process is poised to move quickly once the SEC resumes normal operations. The optimism is also reflected in the market. Nate Geraci, president of ETF Store, believes a launch is close, noting that several issuers have already filed amended S1s. We're even seeing new, more complex filings, like a 3x leveraged XRP ETF from Granite Shares. Crypto attorney Bill Morgan suggested this could spark panic buying in anticipation of institutional demand. Therefore, despite the procedural delay, the underlying institutional interest and market preparation continue to build momentum. In summary, the XRP ETF is in a holding pattern. The regulatory process is largely complete on paper, but the final green light is stuck until the U.S. government reopens. When it does, experts expect a swift approval, making this a delay, not a denial, for what could be a massive catalyst for XRP.